What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome back to another episode of the North Dakota State Bison Dynasty, better known as the Tyson Mack coaching career. We are fresh off the tails of a massive win against Hawaii to bring us to 4-1 on the season. We do have a bye week before our biggest game of the year against Auburn. So how we are going to take this bye week is just a lot of miscellaneous, a lot of housekeeping, a lot of bringing you guys all up to speed with everything that's going on outside of what's on the football field. So as we look at scouting, we are officially in Talia Tagovailoa's top 5. Well off the race, but I mean, when you look at Southern Miss at 2, Middle Tennessee at 1, you still got to feel pretty confident about our odds of landing him. Running back still pretty much remain the same. We're on the chase for another big-name wide receiver. We're currently well in the lead for 5-star wide receiver Chris Young. Well, I'm looking to add another one. Brad Owens from Texas seems pretty undecided. He is a legitimate 4-star, top 15 wide receiver. We're going to see if we can sneak in here and maybe probe him. If we can land these 3 guys, it looks like we're landing 2, but these 3, these are big-time playmakers that are definitely going to be nice to pair with, say Phoenix Sproles, who's probably next year going to be our best returning wide receiver. We're looking at getting a 4-star tight end, 11th in the nation. We're currently just edging out Texas and Ohio State for Calvin Washington, 72 overall. Offensive line, Adam Stewart was impressed. He visited last week, so we're still number 1. Offensive line is kind of tough. We're going to see what happens here with Kyle Carter, trying to add another offensive line to our stable, our class, if you will. We got a bunch of just middle range guys. No one really that's 4-star plus or like well into the 70s, but these guys can make some plays. Jonathan Bailey's our best defensive end, and we are currently number 3 behind Air Force and Iowa State, but we're not too far behind, so we're going to stay strong and keep them at 400 points. But we got a couple guys in the high 60s that I do like their skill sets, good strength, good speed, could be nice users. In the interior, here's where things getting crazy. First, this is who I thought. We need 2 new D tackles because, just from guys that are graduating, I was like, all right, we're going to get Robert Ivy maybe and 62 Ryan Johnson. I look down here. We are now in for 4-star, number 16, Daniel Graham. We are right in the hunt for 4-star Kerry Branch, number 13. And look at this one. Ishmael Sofsher, who he's real. In real life, he's one of the top. He's a 5-star. For whatever reason, he's a 4-star right now. As we continue to scout him, maybe he'll uncover more. Right, he's 77. We're 350. We just offered him a scholarship. We're number 3 behind Oklahoma and Florida State. You gotta like our chances. We're gonna try to go all in here on the big Louisiana man. Outside linebacker, we haven't been really recruiting any, so I'm gonna get my foot wet a little bit here with Joey Nichols from South Carolina. See what happens there. Middle linebackers look Gucci. We're working on some new corners. It was going to be Mike Taylor all along. I like his length at 6'3", but last week we started with Leon Goddard. We were off the board last week. We instantly shot all the way up to number 2. We're currently just slightly behind Texas A&M, so we upped our points a little bit. And now we're going to be taking a look here at Devin Burnett from Texas, 4-star, number 5 corner from high school. We're gonna see where this will take us, and if we need to allocate a little bit more points there. Free safety Sean Mays looking good. He visited last week. McNeil, we're good. Looking at a kicker, too, because our kicker's garbage. I wasn't even thinking of this all along. Our kicker's a liability from anything longer than, like, a goddamn extra point. So, we got David Nelson here. We offered him a scholarship. We got 40 points right now. He's an 80 overall. This would be a great get for the number 6 kicker. And then for athlete, we're staying strong here with Chaz Taylor. 500 points, just second place behind Georgia Tech. 4-star, number 11 athlete out of Georgia. This would be a big get for us. I think he brings a lot of flexibility. And let's see with this scouting. What position is he going to play? Looks like wide receiver, but look, with that 84 throw accuracy, he could emerge himself as a quarterback too. So he's a big-time athlete that could fill pretty much a lot of positions for our team. And, that's how our scouting's looking. It's looking pretty damn good. So we do have one more skill point to spend, and we have unlocked the second tier of the trees. We got Cannon, which is for throw power and throw accuracy. We got air traffic control, which is +1 catching, 2 spectacular, 2 catching traffic. And then we got daylight, +1 break tackle, +2 spin move, +3 elusiveness. But I got to take one for the team right here. With our quarterback's inability to stay healthy, I think getting this one that adds +4 to his injury, that's more prevalent right now for the squad. Well, maybe these ones getting started here sooner than later might help my coaching career, down the road, because the more we buy these bigger ones, the quicker we work our way up. But we need to focus here in the now, and our issue is our quarterback's inability to stay healthy. So adding +4 injury should do the trick. Fingers crossed. So here is our biggest test of the season and probably is on the calendar. 3-2 Auburn, still number 23 ranked. We scheduled them in the preseason because we wanted at least one ranked competition to kind of get a gauge of, really where this team's going to be in year one. This is a massive, massive game for us as we look ahead. The biggest worry was our star quarterback, Easton Stick, going to be healthy for this game, and he has not blipped up on the injury report. So he is going to be good to go. We need to be prepared for him to get hurt because he's done it in 3 of our 5 games this year. But we're going to need him and then some to really take on number 23 ranked Auburn. Right now, Herb Street is taking them. As you can see, they are, at least from a team-based standpoint, a lot better. B+ is everywhere. We're C everywhere. But when you look at maybe how well we perform, like we have the number 5 passing offense and the number 4 rushing defense in the country. They're not too bad themselves. Number 13 against the run, which we are a run-first team. They're pretty good for a rushing offense themselves as well. Number 25 in the country. So this is going to be a big-time test for the Bison. Looking at Auburn, obviously they have Jarrett Stidham, very talented quarterback. Most likely will be going in the, he'd be a day 1, day 2 pick in the NFL draft. So we got to be a little bit conscientious about that. Ryan Davis is nice. Darius Slayton's one of the better wide receivers in the country. They got, some draftable offensive linemen, so, it's all about how the DC actually gets the job done, because as you know, we just control the offense, so we need the defense to come up. But defensively, they got some problems. Nick Coe's a monster. Marlon Davidson's, these are first-round caliber picks. Same with Derek Brown, expected to be a first-round pick. Travis Russell, definitely a draftable type player. Good linebackers across the board. Oh, it's SEC competition. It's what we wanted in an opponent. And boy, oh boy, I have no idea. It's either going to be, a shocking upset for the Bison, or we're going to get handled and spanked. Let's get into it. Is that a turnover? How are we getting this opening field position? I'll take it. Oh, there you go. That makes about, oh, come on, Easton Stick. Come on, Easton. There you go. Makes the tackle. But there, follow the turnover with a turnover and give them even better starting field position. Come on. Bruce Anderson. Better than that, man. He was stumbling, and then he got jacked up. 3rd and 13. Our offensive line has provided 0. Look at this. It's ridiculous, but a throw on the run. That's pass interference. So anyway, a very manageable 3rd and 3. This is usually where we could start to let our running backs take over. However, offensive line is doing nothing. So we have to go, and we got to throw it. Oh, my God. Should have been a pick. Thank God. That was like a goddamn D lineman back in coverage. I don't know if we're settling for a field goal, are we? And he misses it because obviously he's a terrible kicker. Oh, he goes deep, and he hits with Phoenix. Sproles for a gain of 31. We got a pulse. Oh, across the middle of Stewart. He gets decapitated, but he holds on for the 21-yard gain, setting the Bison up in a 1st and goal scenario. What a catch and what a hit. My God. That SEC defenses aren't playing around. All right, 1st and goal. Let's see if they know what they know about that C4 special. I don't know if they see that a lot in the SEC. Why can't we get a block? We had 2 dudes on one, and they didn't even get any contact on. That's absolutely pathetic. Look at this, 71 and 40, didn't even touch him. See, man, we just can't run the ball. We can't get any blocking. I don't know if that's obviously just the skill gap. They're a 90 overall team, and we're not. But there we go. We'll throw it across the middle to Darius Shepard, 5 yards. We're going to have to win this one on the arm of Easton Stick. And, it's not looking bad. 7 of 10 for 100 yards and a touchdown. And that was money for Darius Shepard. 3rd and 2, we're actually going to go play action. Maybe they think we're going to just be stubborn and try and do the running game that's not working. We're going to go play action. We're going to throw it right to the tight end, Jensen, who has it, and he drops it. So they have a 4th and 2 where I assume we're going to set out our garbage kicker. And we do, and he misses it again. Oh, my God, he throws it across the body to Anderson, who makes the big-time catch. Gain of 14. We're getting creative with our play call. They would have not shown some of these plays that we're running right now up on tape when they were doing their scouting report. 25 seconds ago, we still have 1 timeout. This is touchdown or bust. We got both of our speedster running backs in the backfield. We throw it across the middle to Shepard again. Darius Shepard just feasting in the red zone. You wouldn't think as a smaller receiver against this big, bad SEC defense, he'd be able to get a lot of separation. But look at that. Just, Terrible play by the defense. A break in defense lets the Bison tie this one up in the dying moments of the first half. Here we go. We got the screen. Oh, let's go. We don't have that speed, but it's still a big gain of 34 yards to Bruce Anderson, trying to give us a pulse after 2 back-to-back touchdowns for Auburn. Oh, that was oh my God. We overthrew that. That was supposed to go to our tight end on the slant. He overthrew it, and Freeman was just there. Sometimes you fall ass backwards into a touchdown. That's exactly what that was. He wasn't even the target, but I guess maybe that makes up for the 2 gimme kicks our kickers missed so far this day. All right, a big 3rd and 3 at about midfield. Keep the drive going. Been, a lot of quick passes because our offensive line can't hold up. We're going to get moving on the out of the pocket. We lead. Oh, my God, he's wide open. Easter stick has been fired today, but that was definitely the ugliest pass of the game. Oh, my God, the tight end was open. Come on! Make that fucking throw! And there's the pick. Garbage. Garbage. This is the worst 400-yard passing game I've ever seen a quarterback have.
Man left, man left.
I don't think one of those 3 people got a block on anyone. I want a replay of that. Let's see. When we got out there, this is where I think there's some cheese going on. Okay, look. Perfect screen pass. They're blitzing. They only have 2 guys in coverage. The safety's down deep. Look, we have 3 guys, lead blockers here. Do we get any blocks? Ooh. Oh, my God. That's game. I mean, when you get blocking, like I said, there's a chance that is just what happens when there's that big of a skill gap between teams. But when you get blocking like that and just compound it with my on-fire quarterback just inexplicably overthrowing, we left 6 points on the board from our kicker missing 2 30-yard field goals. We scheduled Auburn knowing that we probably were going to lose, but there was a chance for a big-time upset. If it was clearly Auburn was the better team, I could accept it. But the fact that, our own team shot themselves in the foot, and I just feel like this result wasn't anything due to, my play calling, my offense. Our defense played well. It's just not satisfying. This is just not a satisfying game. And, the only thing we can hope is, we can't restart, is that the team can take this loss and go forward and never want to feel like this again. As we fall to 4-2 on the season, like I said, our quarterback fell apart. Maybe the worst fourth quarter I've seen in any football game that I've played this year, be it in Madden, be it in this. I couldn't believe it. How could you be so on point, have no injuries, and just like a flick of the switch, just shit the bed? Like, I wasn't Auburn making plays. It wasn't interceptions, wasn't pass deflections. Our offensive line even was doing an all right job. He was just overthrowing throws that he was making consistently in the first half, which makes me think maybe there was some shenanigans. I don't know. But let's get a quick look here at the game stats as we wrap this up. Easton Stick threw it 59 times because every time we ran the ball, it was a loss of 5 for 422 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. And it's, like I said, the worst 400-yard passing game I've ever seen. Look at that. There's our running attempt, averaging 5 yards a carry. I mean, that defensive line is filled with first-round talent. What do you expect? We got 10 catches for 131 yards with the backfield for Bruce Anderson, 83 from Jensen. We got 2 touchdowns for Darius Shepard. Phoenix Sproles, 2 for 69. Defensively, man, they kept us in it. Greg Maynard, the DN, 9 tackles, 4 TFLs, and a sack. So shout out to him. And I think this trend continues with no interceptions on the season. So we got to lick our wounds on this one. I'm a little frustrated, so I'm glad that I have a couple more days off before I have to play NCAA again. So then hopefully I forget about this, and the next time I hop on and play, it'll be enjoyable. That was just bullshit in every sense of the word. But I hope you guys did enjoy watching today's episode. I did throw in a little background audio from the game on the field. I think maybe that's what people have been suggesting, and I hope you guys did enjoy that little change. If you did, let me know in the comments. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed, and until next time, it's C4 saying I'm going to go watch, hopefully, the Colts beat the Dallas Cowboys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. I'm way too clever. Look at the kid, Mr. Consistent.